Okay, welcome back to Ain't Got a Clue. It's myself, Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And we're back. It's a little bit of a different format. We saw all these dead podcasts out there, like, getting loads of hits and loads of views. And we were like, what's going on, man? Like, they're just talking rubbish. And do you know who's better at talking rubbish?
Us.
Bruv. We can talk rubbish for days, right? So there's a little bit of a format change. One, because I couldn't be asked to find scripts and stuff anymore, bro. Do you know how long that is? You lot had me Tuesday evenings, Wednesday evenings, looking for quiz questions, looking for answers.
Doing your research.
Doing my research, yeah. And if you've watched my special, go check it out, kkurd.com or youtube.com/kkurd.
Wait, K, which special is that? The last one or the new one? Because you've got two specials.
No, my brother, come on. It's Spoken Kurd. It's out on YouTube. Go check it out. I said, I don't want to do my own research. Doing my own research is long.
So we've got a new format where you do the fucking research. You the listener, yeah. You send it in to us and then we cuss it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't have like a Jamie. Like, this ain't the Joe Rogan podcast or whatever. We're like, Jamie, can you just bring that up, please? Can you just bring that up, please? There's nobody doing that. It's just us talking around. And I think already you sense I'm a bit happier. There's so much more energy.
No homework. There's no homework to do, yeah.
There's no homework to do,
yeah.
But we have spent a tremendous amount on studio equipment. So if you lot aren't feeling this year, I'm going to wild out on everybody, bruv.
I think I'm going to fucking kick off. I'm going to get on eBay as well, because I can shot all this shit as well.
And listen, Marcus has started swearing, right? So that's how you know we're serious. That's how you know we're serious in this game. It's absolutely mad. Obviously, hey, listen, it's been a mad week.
It has a lot. Listen, we could not have picked a crazier time to relaunch the podcast and redo what we're doing, because a lot is fucking going on.
I know, a lot.
The whole UK is resetting right now. I
know, and you know what? Yeah. If you have illegitimate businesses, it is not a good time for you right now. If I'm being serious with you. Those cash-only businesses, they're going to be struggling in the next year and a half. Somebody better... If you suddenly see the price of laundrettes going up, you know what's happening. Yeah,
when laundrettes start saying notes only, when they're not taking any coins, they're like notes only, then you know it's going up. Because where's a washing laundrette now? 150?
No, I don't know how much... I don't... You think I go to a laundrette? I have a washing machine, bro. I have a... Do you know, that's how when you used to watch EastEnders and you're like, why are they all in the laundrette, bruv? Like, who's keeping this laundrette alive? That's what kind of pissed me off about EastEnders somehow, yeah? Who owns the laundrette, yeah?
Some rich motherfucker. No. Some rich landlord somewhere,
it would be someone involved in the drug trade owning that laundrette. That just knows Dot, like, don't worry, I left Dot Cotton in there, it's fine, kind of thing. Yeah. But you never saw that, bruv. It's just some random dude.
How good would EastEnders be if they put in that kind of American style of behind every single nail shop or laundrette, you've got a real dons that are running a real trade. Like, you know, 100%. Like when you watch Bad Boys, they always walk through the laundrette and there's always someone at the front. They say, listen, motherfucker, walk through, and in the back, you see them cutting it up. You see naked bitches walking around. You see brothers with machine guns, all that kind of stuff.
That actually brings me on something real. Like, EastEnders, right? I mean, I haven't watched EastEnders in God knows how long. When was the last time you watched EastEnders?
I think I usually stick it on for 5 minutes at Christmas to depress myself, then take that shit off again, because I realise it's the happiest time of year.
I haven't watched it in ages yet, but what strikes me is when you like turn on the channel or whatever and it's there, right? I don't think it's that realistic anymore, right? Because one, no one's on their phones ever. Yeah. No one's ever using their phone. Two, I don't see like a random Thai nail shop.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It's East London. I haven't seen a halal butchers in EastEnders in God knows how many years. Where is the halal butchers in EastEnders? There is no Asian super, like, as in like market stall. Oh, where are they?
What kind of chicken shops at East London? I know South has Morley's and Northwest has Sam's Chicken. What does East have?
I don't know. Like, it's got ones with rats. Yeah, that's what it has. You think I'm joking, bruv? I was in Ilford, yeah. They've got a theatre there, right? Yeah. I was performing and I came out, right, and in the car park there were some bins. I kid you not, yeah. I saw rats the same size as Harry Kane, bruv. Like, these rats were hench, bruv. These rats were like massive rats, bruv, and they were just rolling around. And one of them, I swear to you, looked at me and was like, what are you doing here, bruv? And I was just like, do you know what? Let me get back in my car. Yeah. This ain't the one for me. But yeah, I don't know. They've never got a chicken shop in that as well.
No chicken shop in it. They got no representation in EastEnders. The only representation they have in EastEnders that they've been leading with is depression and mental health problems, bruv. Because everybody on that show is fucking depressed, bruv. I put that show on and I'm looking at it, I'm like, why would you? Is this even entertainment anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's better than what. I mean, Neighbours is gone now, isn't it?
That's what I mean. Neighbours was the one because shit would pop off. But you know what? It's a sunny day at the end of the day.
Let me tell you one thing though. Neighbours, they would recycle storylines so much. So they used the amnesia storyline.
Yes.
About 400 times. Bro.
Yes.
No, actually, no. If I'm being genuine, I think they used it 4 times.
Really?
4 times in a space of like 15, 20 years, bruv. That's a lot, bruv. Think about it. That's like every 4 years they've just gone, do you know what? Amnesia, bruv. That's what we're bringing in again. How do we get this character that left to come back?
How do you bring a dead character back?
Yeah.
That's how you bring a dead character back.
Yeah.
How do you bring back? Yeah, well, I forgot that I was dead. And, I forgot where I was. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. And they keep it moving. Yeah, that's mad.
Remember that song Skepta released called Amnesia?
Yeah. Somebody remind me what happened last night. Because I can't remember a thing.
That was a mad part of UK music.
I think that was a funky part of Skepta's career, man. He definitely went back to the old Skepta after that, and it served him well, bro.
100%. Anyway, we have digressed, but it's been a mad week, innit? That was the.
Should we just talk about it? Like, I don't know why we're fucking. Why are we tiptoeing around it?
Everybody's obviously R.I.P. Her Majesty the Queen, right? And I know a lot of people have opinions about that, right? And a lot of people have tried to use this as a time to talk about colonialism or other people. Let me just tell you one thing, right? A lot of people have been going to me, Kay, oh my God, you're a comedian. You must have a lot to say about this.
I see. Kay, what's your hot take, Kay?
Kay,
what's your hot take?
Do you know what my hot take is? R.I.P. the Queen. Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the way. Listen, you're not getting me deported, innit? Suella Braverman is our new Home Secretary. You think I'm saying anything negative about the crown in this country?
Put it like this.
Out of your mind. R.I.P. Her Majesty the Queen. Right into the camera.
It's the king now, bro. It's the king now,
I said R.I.P.
Oh, R.I.P. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah.
There is no way Suella Braverman is popping me on a boat to somewhere else, bruv. You think I wouldn't do well in Rwanda.
Oh, and you know what they picked? Can you imagine that? Sending you to Rwanda.
I wouldn't do well in Rwanda, innit? I just know I wouldn't do well. I wouldn't do well in Rwanda. Like, would you do well in Rwanda?
I'd do better than you, but you're struggling because they're going to look at you and they'll be like, yeah, this is good food. This is good food. They're on you.
Immediately when I'm in Rwanda, at least you can say, no, my dad's Rwandan or something.
Yeah.
Like,
blend in. Yeah. Blend in a bit more than you. You're struggling, bruv. You're struggling.
What am I going to do? What language do they speak in Rwanda? I have no clue, bruv. What language do they speak in Rwanda?
It's got to be Rwandan, bruv.
That's a good start. But it's hard, isn't it? Because like, there's certain countries that trick you, innit?
Yeah.
Like if you got a Nigerian background, right? There is no such thing as Nigerian the language.
Exactly.
So I can't just be going to, hey bro, how would you say hello in Nigerian?
Exactly.
Bro? Doesn't exist.
And to be fair, if we were to drop you in France, you could get away with a bonjour. Italy, you could get away with a little.
I've got GCSE French on
there you
Smash,
go.
bruv. Like,
but nobody's got GCSE.
À Londres, en Angleterre.
Yeah.
Like,
bonjour, no one's got GCSE Rwandan.
Yeah, exactly. No one's got that.
But yeah, basically what Kay's saying is if your passport's on the line, if it's a bit risky for you, maybe now's the time to shut your mouth.
I saw there was this Scottish lad, right?
Yeah.
Who heckled Prince Andrew as the did you see that?
Yeah, but please explain that though, because that was nuts.
There was this Scottish lad, like obviously the Queen's body was being it was driven through Edinburgh with I think Prince Andrew and Prince King Charles and whatever. I think her sons and daughters behind it, and then some Scottish lad said something about Prince Andrew.
You went some Scottish lad. Scottish lad.
Powerful man. And I'm not going to repeat what you said in it. And then literally out of nowhere, couple policemen, like there was two hench Scottish brothers as well that grabbed him to the ground, and then 2 policemen got him, and then they arrested him. Right?
Somebody actually threw in a sneaky thump. When you look back at it, someone threw in a sneaky little uppercut to him. This little kid.
Listen, when you're being patriotic, the police will allow it.
They did.
If you throw a few punches for the Queen and country, they'll be like, do you know what? You're all right.
They'll be like, mate, come over here, lad. You thought about signing up? Sign him up, bro.
It's like
what do you think of black people? Now that's the key question. Because think about your answer, because this could be the one that gets you in.
Again, that was Marcus Bronzy from the Ain't Got a Clue podcast, not K-Kurd.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because you know what the right answers will be.
they literally got him, and then I think he was arrested, right?
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was like, do you know what? You don't need an opinion on everything.
No, man, no. Also, it's a long way to go. But the thing is, though, he was dissing Andrew, right? He was dissing Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, you know, Prince Andrew, the prince that can't sweat, that one, yeah. So he was dissing. You have to be known.
That's like something like Game of Thrones. That, you know when they're talking about like King Jaehaerys himself, like you know the Mad King,
the Mad King,
the king that couldn't sweat,
the king that cannot sweat.
Even the king that could not sweat would not be allowing such a matter. That kind of thing.
But yeah, literally. So he was saying something about Andrew. So he was giving those disses out, and then he got the cheeky dig, and then got nicked. I'm there thinking that is one of the cackiest reasons to go to jail, bruv. That is the worst reasons to go to jail.
Yeah, if you're sat next to someone, imagine like you go to prison and you're sat next to a royalist, right? And he's all like, "What are you in here for?" And you're like, I'm in here because I heckled Prince Andrew, and
even a real mean guy with HMRC across his forehead.
HMRC,
them guys, yeah.
Who's your favourite royal, by the way?
Taxman.
Who's your favourite royal?
Who's my favourite royal? Yo, you know what? It's hard, you know, because they've all done risky things. They've all done risky things. So for me, it's got to be one of the side royals because I think they really, really party. Who's that one that was always having sex and all that? Fucking all the time. And like, there was one of them that was banging all the time. Yeah. Not like they all bang, but one of them was like apparently having a real good time.
I don't know.
I need to find out who that is.
My favourite is Princess Anne.
That might be her, you know. Go on.
Princess Anne is my favourite royal.
Yeah.
She's obviously like King Charles's brother now.
Yeah.
I mean sister, sorry.
Yeah.
But have you seen pictures of her when she was younger?
Was she out? Yeah.
Princess Anne.
That might be her.
Listen. Like obviously by today's beauty standards.
Just have a look at
just type in Princess Anne when she was younger. There was one when she was like competing in equestrian, right? And I was like, wow, I'm Princess Anne. If Princess Anne was like.
Okay.
Obviously, by today's beauty standards, like young people might be like, "Oh, I'm not on it." But you see, back in the day, when like that look was the one, Princess Anne. Let me tell you, Princess Anne was out here. She was a looker.
She's got some beauty shots. If you Google her,
bro,
there's a black and white
image.
There's a black and white picture.
No, press that one. Don't tell me. Don't tell me if Instagram was around in 1982, you wouldn't be double tapping that, bruv.
Do you know what's mad is how she can look like her brother but still be pretty at the same time. You know those ones? Have you ever met that? I've had that before. There was I can't say that. There's one girl at my school who was an absolute pengers, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone thought she was peng, and then a few years later her brother joined the school. Immediately everyone had to cancel that because her brother just looked like a shaved version of her. It was too confusing, bro.
I've seen that happen as well. Like I've seen a peng sister and her brother looks like them as well, so it's kind of weird. But
it's kind of weird because you're like the last thing you want to think of.
But you have to like go. Do you know what? Forget that. But Princess Anne, I think that's the same sort of thing. Like Princess Anne
for those times. And you know what? I've got to say,
where's the one where she's in equestrian gear?
Is this if you know where the bitch is? Case like, where's the woman on a horse, right?
No.
Princess Anne Young on a horse.
No. Equestrian. Just type in equestrian. Do you know how to spell that? EQ.
Bruv, I went to school.
Equestrian, right?
Yeah. AK.
You know.
Okay, there's her riding a horse.
She was out here, bro. Look at her there, bruv, right? Come on, man. That is, yeah, man. She was sporty.
Sporty royal.
She was sporty.
She was the princess of sport.
If Princess Anne was around now, she'd go to like a F45 class with you.
Yeah.
She's around, obviously, but I'm saying if she was young now, Instagram generation, she'd be at F45.
Do you reckon she'd be a royal that would have a fitness Instagram? She'd be squatting on the gram. Do you reckon?
No, do you know, I wouldn't think she'd be squatting on the ground, but I reckon like if you were around Kensington, you know they got that cycle place, where Beckham goes and that. She'd probably be in a class there, or like a third space.
So she'd be the fittest royal. That's what she'd be.
But she was already the fittest royal, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. I mean, if I do you want me to bring a picture of her from 2022? Because that might make
forget that. No, cancel that. No, actually, you know what? Furthermore, actually put it on that. I want to see, like, is she still looking? Look. I
like the way Kay. You can't see this in the pod, but Kay tilted his head to try and find the angle.
Look.
She still looks like Anne.
Listen, an older woman, like, she's aged gracefully. Let's just put it that way.
Yes, of course.
She's aged gracefully, but then again, who wouldn't?
Sorry, I just clicked on another young picture.
Like, look, I'm not saying like I'm saying by that periods of time's beauty standards, I think she was a looker.
Yeah. I mean, all joking aside, let's not age shame. Pretty Woman, whatever. Yeah, cool. But
that's
so
my
she's your
favourite
favorite
role.
role. I think she was the role that was partying. You know, I think that's the role
Is
that
it?
I've heard was she was out there.
Well, Harry was partying, and then it got a bit mad, didn't it?
Yeah, it's tricky with Harry because I know now.
How-
Obviously, now there's Harry jollof rice and freaking and rice and peas, all them jokes, whatever. Yeah, but let's not forget what
When he
the
dressed
outfit
up
that
as
he
a
wore.
Nazi,
Yeah.
Well, we all forgot that.
Yeah,
When he
quick
married
time,
Meghan
innit?
Markle, we were all like,
Yeah.
oh my God, man, Harry's part of the... Well, on Twitter, you saw Black Twitter going, oh yeah, Harry's invited to the cookout. I'm like, yo, whoa,
Yeah, I was
whoa,
like,
whoa,
I don't know if we can have.
whoa.
Yeah, we have to realize that there was photographs and all that kind of
He was
stuff,
doing a
bro.
madness
And he was
stuff.
smiling like,
When he
hey, looking
when
at
he
the
out in
camera.
Vegas doing a madness.
There was the Vegas party, but I didn't knock him for the Vegas party. The Vegas
well,
party, I
yeah.
think someone took a cheeky snap of him naked. Like I think that's what it was. Or he wasn't fully clothed, and he was out in Vegas partying. Like only I could imagine a royal partying in Vegas, bruv. Can you imagine the gas you would have behind you? Forget rapper, yeah. Forget actor. You are a prince
But I don't-
in
yeah.
Vegas. Americans are gassed on the English accent
Yeah,
anyway,
but
so
I don't
he's got
think-
the most English accent,
I don't
bruv.
think you'd be out in a club buying bottles if you're a prince.
We don't
If you're
know.
the Prince of England.
This was
No,
back
no,
in the
no,
day.
no.
Yeah.
If you're the prince, if you're an English prince,
Yeah.
I don't think you're doing that.
If you're an
It's
English
it's like because camera phones have ruined everything.
Destroyed it.
Camera phones
Fucked
have
up
ruined
the whole
everything.
game.
So then, man, like back in the day, they might have been able to do that because they'd have been like, "Oh my God, bruv, it was wild."
You had to be there.
Prince was in there.
Yeah.
He was sending money, and then they're like, because remember back in the day, footballers like all Rio Ferdinand and that are talking about how they went like to garage raves and stuff back in the day, and it's like if I went to a rave in South London. Harry Redknapp wouldn't know about it because he's from East London.
Exactly.
So, like, that was how crazy... I don't think people understand how mad it was. Whereas now, like, someone takes a picture of you and sends it out. So I don't think they could... If you're a prince now, you can't really ball out like that. Like, you see, what's the new... What's Williams' children's called? George...
George and
Louis?
I don't know.
I know, I'm just making it up, innit?
horrible,
But
yeah.
I think one...
Regal
George.
names, haven't it?
Yeah,
George
yeah.
and Louis. Yeah, go on.
Oh, that reminds me about... there's certain names that have gone out of fashion. I saw a TikTok about it, right?
Yeah.
There are certain names that have gone out of fashion. Like apparently there's been no Florians.
Florian. Agatha is a tired old name. I don't know young Agathas. Agatha?
It was all boys' names. The one
Boys'
I saw.
names, okay.
So it was like Attila or something like that.
Attila. That's a sick name. Attila.
Would you name your son Attila?
I don't think so because I actually realised Attila the Hunt. Who's that? Who's that? That's some evil
But
person.
that's the thing though. Like certain names, like obviously I think after World War II, nobody really named their son Adolf.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean?
Could you imagine how fucked up you were if you were named Adolf, right?
Yeah.
Right before everything kicked off.
Well,
and
yeah.
you've got to live the rest of your life.
100%.
Hey, what's your name? Ads, short for Adam. Yeah. Cool. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine kids if they came across your ID and you're at school and you're at curtains for you, bro.
It's like Arab kids that were called Osama.
Finished. Call me Aussie. I'm Aussie, bruv. I'm Aussie.
No, but what's that short for?
Osborne.
Osborne.
You know Ozzy Osbourne? Yeah, that one there. Okay, right, man. So you come from a Muslim background. You're named after Ozzy Osbourne. Dad was a big fan of rock, you know, bruv. Trust me. Yeah, I don't know about the bat stuff, but that was mad, bro. Yeah, bruv, I'm into that. Yeah, that's crazy. Can you imagine that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd probably name my child a Kurdish name.
Yeah?
Or maybe like, you know when you had Chinese friends, because they all got given an English name and a Chinese name back home. So like when they were at home, like it would be a completely different name. Like it'd have the syllables were different.
Yeah, I've got yeah.
Vincent, Kevin were two very common.
Yeah, Vincent, Kevin,
very
and Tom.
common names in it.
Yeah.
That they used to give Chinese children, Chinese boys in particular.
Yeah.
But then they'd be like, oh, like their mum's calling them, and it was like a completely different name.
I think that's a smart little move if you want to help your kids integrate in that. I've got a Nigerian name, so if I'm in Nigeria,
What
they're
is your
like,
Nigerian name?
let's not get into it now.
No.
Let's not get into it now.
We need to find it. If we get... Listen, if you're listening to this, right, tweet us
Trying to
now.
get me doxed, you know.
We get loads of... Oh, bruv. No, but is it on your ID in that?
No, so I've got.
I would love it if it was like Marcus Obenechi.
So is close. So I've got.
Oh my God, get closer! Get closer!
So I've got my British name, and then I've got Nigerian names in the middle, tucked in. So if I go over to Niger and I'm talking to a man, they'll be like, "What is your name?" And I'll tell them my name, and I'll be like, "No, what is your name?" Tell them the name. They're like,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. But I don't know now.
Do you put an accent on? Or is that racist?
Depends what you say, innit? Like what if I'm saying the name right? Nah, you gotta say it right, innit? You gotta say it with your chest. I can't be like, yeah, my name's,
Yeah,
Get me.
I don't know why we've put
I almost said it. That's how to roll with that, you know. But yeah, man, it's like nah. But it's like when I go to foreign countries, some people cuss me because I try to use accent. Like if I'm in Italy, I'm like, you know, ciao bella. I'm trying to say it. France, bonjour.
It's when I fully go in. But I don't say English in that. I don't pronounce I don't say English shit in.
Yeah.
Like I won't go, hello, how are you? Like that's a bit poor.
Yeah. I've got a couple of mates that when they go to America, all of a sudden they got American accents. So I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
That is easy to do.
Is it?
That is easy to do. You start going, yo, motherfucker, what's going on?
Yeah, what to do, baby? All right, baby. Yo, what's up?
When you're around so many Americans, you start going, hey, Matt. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man?
Nah, you know, I'm the opposite. The more I'm around Americans, the more English I get because I enjoy standing out. I'm like, hello, boys. Shall we have a cup of tea?
Yeah, I think that's a common thing, innit? Because you want to be like good looking.
They rate us out there, bruv. I'm telling you, if you're British and you're a 5, in America, you're a 7. It's putting 2 points on you right now. If you're not feeling too pretty,
you open your mouth,
take a trip to LA. Yeah, 100%.
That's why I don't like clubs in America, though.
Why?
Because they can't hear your accent. You got to be shouting in a girl's ear like, hello! You don't even have healthcare here. Like,
you right, love? You gonna be like, you right, love?
There's absolutely no way we're going out here.
Yeah, it's a madness out there. Do you know what? I went to a club that J. Cole raps about called Greystones, yeah. And I've got to say, bruv, it's gone now. It's in West Hollywood, I think. Yeah, LA. But like, bruv, I've got to say, raving out there is a different kind of gravy out there.
I mean, I don't like American clubs in general because of the whole bottle service thing.
You don't like? What do you like about it? I'm a lazy fuck.
When
I love it.
Don't see a dance floor, I am worried about what that night would entail. Because to me, if there is no dance floor, then enjoying yourself isn't the sole focus of this establishment. It is a money-making scam.
That's the whole thing, though, isn't it? Yeah, carry on.
But okay, so you went to Iron Apple, I didn't, right?
Oh, yeah.
But was there bottle service in Iron Apple? Or was it massive dance floors?
There's massive dance floors then.
There.
But I believe that. Yeah,
but that's why it was so special, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. People were like, "Oh my god, you were skanking, you were doing this." Obviously.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so the dance. That's what made. No one's ever gone, "Oh my god, that night was mad, bruv. We all sat down by the table and just chilled."
Oh, that's the thing, though. Do you know what I mean? You got a very good point. Maybe it's because I'm like hybrid. I'm old school and new school. I like the table service, but I come with people that bring a vibe. Like I've showed you a video of what happened last time I was in the club. A couple tables might have got destroyed over there. It was all good vibes, though, innit? It was all good vibes.
Marcus was in his WWE phase when he went out that night, bruv. He was like Devon, table. But no,
if you came out with me and we got a table, you would be in an environment where with vibes in, and you could get yourself a soft drink, you get yourself an alcoholic beverage, and we're all vibes in together dancing.
Not on some flipping like leather sofa, bruv. Right? Like I don't want to see that. I want to see like 200 people packed into a dance floor. Sweating.
Yeah,
like COVID is in the air.
Everyone's there's a little taint. There's a little taste of COVID in the air.
Everyone's getting ill. That's the kind of raves I like. You know, when is it like do 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 the devil in a blue dress, and then guys started like doing choreography and stuff. That's what I miss those days, bruv. Right nowadays, everyone's just sat there like with their foot on their thing, like look, man, I got a Balenciaga top on, bruv. See my top, bruv. It says Balenciaga, therefore, man is a money maker. Hey, furthermore, I want 13 bottles, bruv. Dead.
Snapchatting it all as well.
It is not a good night. You're all lying, bruv. Nobody's having a fun time. Nobody that goes to a club and buys 13 bottles is having a good time. There is no one in the history that went, do you know what? I don't regret buying 13 bottles that night. It's gas. Back in the day, people used to go out, right? People used to go out to flipping funky house rave or something, right? And they used to buy a double in a mixer or a soft drink, bruv, and they had a whale of a time. They paid their entry. There was DJs like just banging out the music, and there was dance moves before TikTok. You learn the dance moves in the middle of the rave.
Club. You learn the dance moves from the club.
In the club. What are people doing now, bruv? Just sat there in flipping Balmain shades and a flipping fake Balenciaga top going, yeah, I'm having a great time. We shut it down.
Snapchat.
These times you're snapping it, yeah? Tonight was a movie. What movie, bro? You just sat there. What movie is this? Goodwill Hunting. What movie was this, bruv? When I see rave promoters, like back in the day, you saw people doing mad acrobatic stuff going. Now I'm seeing just guys sat down, girls just going with a flipping champagne glass, bruv. Furthermore, why did when did anyway?
Carry on. I like this.
I just think, man, like no one's having a good time anymore, innit? And that's why the violence is starting now.
That's a really long way to get to it, and that's why the violence is starting in the clubs.
Violence has started in the clubs now, right?
But you know what, though, I think you got a point. But I don't know if I want to be in the mix all night long. Like I want somewhere to chill out, and I suppose that place used to be when you went to the bar to get a drink, innit?
Yeah.
When you went to the bar to get a drink. But I think the whole Deliveroo stage of life has put me in a position where I'm lazy. Like before, I had to go out to get my chicken and chips or fish and chips. Now I can get that delivered to my yard. So now when I'm in the club, I want my drinks delivered to me, bro.
But you know what, yeah? For what everybody wants to say, we're lazy, we're becoming a lazy society, we're delivering this, that, the other, yeah? Let me tell you, I was ill. I'm still a little bit ill, right?
Yeah.
But by the way, why is everybody just getting ill? Right, it's this, I don't know if it's this, there's a flu going around.
There is.
Because I had it, right? And it had me bedbound for 3 days, right? I did a HIIT workout yesterday.
Yeah.
I lasted 22 minutes and my body was like, no. And I think I've got like some sort of long flu or long COVID-y kind of thing.
It could be a little remix of COVID, you know. Have you done a COVID test?
I did a COVID test that came out negative.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So then I did a COVID test that came out negative. But I definitely feel like I had a flu. But anyway, I feel like I've still got the remnants of it in my body because even still, I've still got a little cough and that. But I say that to say this, right? I was in bed, right? And I had no one to take care of me, right? But who was taking care of me? I went on my app, Deliveroo. Armando was available to go to Co-op and get me Strepsils, to get me paracetamol, to get me orange juice with the bits in, and I was fine.
Right, man, you really are a strong, independent man who don't need no woman, innit?
I got Heinz cream of chicken soup.
Oh, he brought a lot for you.
When come on, man! Like you've got to respect Armando, bro.
So Armando's really playing the job of wifey right now, innit? Armando's filling that gap. Armando's wifey right now, bringing everything.
Whoever it is in the app, innit? Gustavo,
yeah. I mean, all you needed was a little kiss on your forehead, and then you would have had the whole lot done, bro. Only fucking full wifey experience. They're gonna add that into delivery soon as well. Do you want a little hug with that as well?
No, I've seen a few videos of certain delivery drivers getting a bit too with women, innit? Like they're getting a bit too friendly. But that's the time for another story. But speaking about COVID, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think people are using COVID now still as an excuse for poor customer service?
100%. 100%.
Bro, I'm ringing up companies like, why has nobody got back to me about said issue? And they're like, due to COVID. And
that was 3 years ago, bro. That was almost 3 years ago, bro.
COVID was ages ago, right? Stop using COVID as an excuse now to go on about, sorry, certain processes or whatever. We've had to let people go. That's not my problem, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I want my thing in it. I want my return process immediately, innit? Like, you were quick to take my money.
Yeah.
Run it back now, innit?
Yeah, run me my peas. Back now, exactly.
But that's why I don't bother returning a lot of stuff these days.
It's in, Well, I love returning stuff, bruv. I love that. Back in the day, it was long. You had to go back. Now, I will return anything, bruv.
What, even on Amazon?
Yeah. I mean, Amazon's the coolest, bruv. Amazon's cool. Amazon's rich, bruv. You think they care if you want to refund yourself a little something that you buy, bruv? Some of the kit that we got for the studio, remember, it weren't rubbing down too well. So I was like, no, that's got to go back. Amazon was like, yeah, fine.
But it's just effort. You got to find a box, sellotape. Do you see anything that requires a bit of effort?
Yeah. Even though they collect it from your house now.
I'm a perfect customer. They collect it from your house.
Yeah, you can collect it from your yard now, bro.
That's mad. See, I'm a perfect customer for these people, because I can never be bothered with that. When I'm like, I got to find a box and sellotape, it's long. I'm out. Like, I'll keep the item.
So they're looking at a 50-inch TV going, man.
I will keep like 13 light bulbs that I've ordered that are the wrong. They're not. You know, sometimes you need the screw-in type.
Yeah.
You need the screw-in one. Why does it look like I'm Bollywood dancing now?
Yeah.
But yeah, you need the screw-in ones, and then it's got the other ones.
Bayonet.
The bayonet ones, right? And then I'll end up like needing the bayonet ones, but I've ordered like 13 screw-in ones. I'm keeping them.
Nah, I'm horrible, bruv. I'll send that back. I'll send them back. They might get 12 back, and then I'll tell them that I'll send 13 back so I can fix my one light bulb.
And that's why they're sending you to Rwanda and not me. I'm being genuine. That's why they're sending you there and not me, bro.
Have you heard about our like little mini version of this now? Is obviously we've lost the Queen now, and she's no longer with us. We've got a new reigning monarch, which is King Charles. But have you heard about some companies have been closing down? Like some companies are going to be closing down on the bank. There's going to be a bank holiday on the day of her main day of her funeral, and some companies are staying open. Some are closing down. Centre Parks is closing. But check it if you've got a week. If you've got a week booked, yeah.
Who goes Centre Parks?
I don't know, but
everyone's always talking about this. Who?
I've never gone. I'm interested, but check it, Kay. Imagine you booked a week out from now until next week.
Yeah,
you have to leave on the Monday.
No,
and come back again.
On it. They
pulled it back.
Yeah,
I was going to say that would be hilarious.
They made a U-turn.
That's a shame. They should have stuck strong with that. I said, "Fuck off." I would love to see the outrage.
They banged a U-turn on that, like quicker than the government did.
I would love to see the outrage.
We've got a new government.
Yeah, man. Hard, tough first week, innit? Tough first week.
I was thinking about this, right? Someone pointed it out on Twitter that every Conservative Prime Minister since David Cameron has come into an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
Right? So you had, like, I ain't got a clue how I would deal with a lot of this stuff. I literally don't have, I ain't got a clue.
Brexit.
Because Theresa May had Brexit. Yeah. Boris had COVID. Yeah. Now Liz Truss has got the cost of living crisis and a new monarch. Kind of thing, the death of a monarch on her doorstep.
Literally in her first week.
Yeah.
Mad.
It's crazy. But also, I mean, the thing is, I won't criticise the monarchy. However, the government, it's all good.
It's
on. Like we can cuss the Tories. Cussing the Tories is fine, right?
Yeah.
But furthermore, I will cuss anybody that's in power.
Yeah.
Right. When people are like, I'm not a Tory in it, but I'm not really a Labour supporter like that either. I haven't ever voted for Tories, but whoever's in power, if they're not doing their job,
it's our responsibility to call them the fuck out. And also, let's be honest, 99.9% of politicians are twerps anyway, bruv, innit? They've got twerpy bits in them, bruv. Twerpy bits around it. Twerp is the softest word I can use.
Though, yeah? You see, when you saw that new cabinet, did you not just look at all of them and go, you lot were losers, innit?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Fucking bunch of losers.
You know when they always used to say politics is show business for the ugly?
Yeah.
Right?
I've never heard that, but that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Say it again.
They say politics is show business for the ugly, right? And I thought, oh, that's a bit mean.
Yeah.
But then you look in Parliament and you're like, there's not one looker in here, you know?
I mean, I don't know any buff politician. I don't know any politicians that are like, everyone's like, woo, smoking.
I was saying this the other day though, right? You see, part of me, right, like when people are talking about the left wing and the right wing, right? Obviously, right, certain people's opinions are probably stuff that we would gravitate towards, right? The left-wing opinions and stuff like. It's like, for example, you know when people talk about, we need to be like really strong on climate change really important. You all need to drive electric cars, yeah? And let me tell you one thing: the man them would drive electric cars, but most of them look like shit, bruv. You review electric cars, right? You know this, right? Yeah. Most of electric cars look dead. You're looking at a Vauxhall Corsa version or like some Golf version. They all look like these little boxer matchsticks that they found into it. It looks like a scrap heap thing that, you know, when you get like a little box after something's been scrapped, they all look like that.
I'll be honest with you, most Teslas as well. Really think about it. You look at a Tesla, yeah? If you're listening to this right now, get a picture of a Tesla, look at it and tell me, does that car look sick?
Fam, let me tell you another thing, yeah? Right, you want how much is a Tesla?
Oh, they're like 50, 60, 70, 80, they go upwards,
the higher models, like 72
80s,
bags,
80s,
right?
90s,
72k, right?
Yeah.
And you want the man them like en masse, right? You want like the man them in chains, like the guy that's wearing the Balmain shades on, right?
You want the guys who are driving to the club to get a table,
that's what I'm saying.
Get 13 bottles of champagne.
Hold on. You want the brother that's gonna buy bottles in the club to drive a Tesla, bruv. He's doing laps of the club, and you can't even hear the car, bruv. You're just hearing shh. he no one's doing that, bruv. Half the reason people buy these cars is to stunt and go outside the club or outside whatever establishment, so women see and go, oh my god. Know what? And if you, like you said, if you really look at a Tesla and you didn't know it was, it's like all right, look, Polestar.
Sexy, bruv. I think they look sexy. You don't like the Polestars?
But my point is, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Nobody knows.
It's just a dead electric car in people's minds, right? Now, when Ferrari come with an electric car,
bruv. When I was in the Audi the other day, when I was in the Audi e-tron GT RS carbon thing, electric one, bruv. When I was driving that around, it was young people as well. People was going, yo, that looks kind of nice, you know.
Yeah,
it's electric. That's what you want. You want the car to have that kind of.
You see the Porsche electric one?
Oh yes.
Come on, the man in my buying that one mass.
Looking
Do you know
nice.
what I mean? But don't. This is what I'm saying. Like, for the working class, right? Aspiration is important. Right? Aspiration is important, and whatever you want to say, right? Like the working class want to look drippy. They want to look fashionable.
We do.
They want to look sexy.
We do.
Right? Do you know what I mean? And then you get some fucking twat in a corduroy jacket that hasn't had necessarily a working class upbringing in the like battered Doc Martens going, oh yeah, but like we think like inheritance tax should be increased. We think this, that, the other. I'm not hearing it in it. This brother has been working his whole life, right? He wants to shine, bro. Let the guy shine in it. That's why, like, when they started attacking Rishi Sunak and he was like, oh, he's wearing Palm Angel sliders. People were like, I don't care about that, bro. I care about stop focusing on like the drip because we would do the same.
Can you imagine us as politicians, bruv?
Let me tell you, Let me tell you. If I was in Parliament, what are they on? 80 bags?
84.
Okay, they're on 84 bags a year, right? Politicians are on £84,000 salary a year, but they get like a whole bunch of expenses, right?
Yeah, man.
And probably they've got like wealth and stuff that they've accumulated. A few of them are on like boards and stuff.
And there's loopholes that we don't even know about.
Let me tell you, I would be in Parliament with Christian Louboutins on, and not even just like the normal Christian Louboutin. Like I'm going there with the like obscenely disgusting ones with the spikes on and stuff, bruv. I'm like, I will be in Parliament in a Tom Ford suit, bruv. You think I want all of this hard to be on the world stage in a fucking Marks and Spencer jacket, bro? Are you out of your mind? I didn't work this hard. I didn't go to uni to then go to like flipping Cambridge and Oxford and then like be part of the debating society, get a master's from LSE or whatever to be dressed in a flipping Burton suit, bro. Are you out of your mind? I will be answering a select committee's questions about where my money went, and I'll be like, yeah, I was in Selfridges, I paid for a personal shopper, and I look mad drippy. What are you saying? But I'll be like, look at my constituents.
Look at my numbers. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. That's me like, look at the numbers.
I'll be like, look at my constituency. Look at my approval rating. I'll listen to everyone. But I'll be in a Tom Ford suit. I'll be like, look, right? Like, I'm gonna fix that leak in your house.
Yeah.
But just know when I come, I'm in a Jordan tracksuit.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll get rid of the potholes in your area. But just want to say, I'm going to be looking fresh.
Just know, I'll pull up in a range.
Who was the one that had 2 Jags? There's a politician that had 2. Was it John Prescott? He used to have 2 Jags. They used to call him 2 Jags John Prescott.
Oh, is it?
Drip, bruv. He was one of the only
John Prescott was an OG.
2 Jags.
The streets will never forget John Prescott,
Do you spark a man? That's what I'm saying.
When John Prescott,
different breed.
No, when John Prescott, do you know why? This is when I realised, I have so much toxic masculinity. I think I was like in year 6 or year 7, right? Someone threw an egg at him. The guy reflex.
He let the hands go.
Proper northern powerhouse of a man, right?
Let the hands go.
Just literally look back. And then that was it. And then he walked on.
Do you know what the most interesting thing about that was? Like you said, it was the instinct. It wasn't like he thought about it. It's like the egg hit him, the hand went. Like, this ain't his first rodeo, bruv. Many times he's done this before.
Like
let it go.
Like he'd been there, like, do you know what I mean? He's been around with insurance and do you know what I mean? This ain't his first rodeo. He's walked in those ends, bruv. He's seen stuff.
I do like to have a little bit of realism with my politicians. I don't want them to be. I want to see a bit of edge, some reality to them. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I don't want somebody that's meek. And I think that's part of the reason. Right? I think people like always talk about like strength and whatever, right? But I always, you see, when Ed Miliband was leader of the Labour Party, yeah, I immediately looked at him and was like, there's no way this guy's winning, bro. There's no way, bro. Because first of all, your voice says a lot. And if you're like, I believe, like, listen, I'm looking at you, yeah? Putin is over there, topless, on top of a horse, wrestling a bear, bruv. I need someone that he's going to respect. Like do jiu-jitsu or something, innit? Like, do some sort of thing that we want you to see. The problem is, like when say what you like about Corbyn, yeah? He looked like one of those guys, right? You know, in a football field where someone would like take a nerd's ball. He'd be like, no, that's not on.
Yeah. I don't care.
And he'd be running. He'll get punched. He'll get back up.
And
he was that guy that was only wearing the white shirt with like the grey trousers.
Grey trousers uniform. And maybe.
Do you know what I mean? With the shoes on, yeah. But you respected him because he was steadfast in his opinion.
Yeah. That's not right. No, that's not right.
Exactly.
No. Shut up, old man. No, I will not shut up. You don't know what's. Where a man will just say, "Shut up." I will not shut up. No, I'm not a Ras clot. No, I'm not any kind of clot. I know what that means.
And he was steadfast in his opinion, and I think that's why people respected it. So I think authenticity, I think that's what we're gleaming. Authenticity. But I think there's genuinely something to be said, right, where the left need to start appealing to people's aspirations and stuff, rather than just criticizing people with wealth all the time. Because I think for a lot of working class people, it's not that they're against raising taxes, they're against this, that, the other. They don't want that avenue. They don't want that avenue to be seen to be closing on them, and that's why we're sort of seen as a bootlicking nation or whatever. Because they'll vote for the Tories because all of them have this idea that, you know, one day I will get to that stage, and it's like you should really be voting for your situation now and not what it's like 20 years down the line.
It's funny that I've got a lot of friends who are like doing quite well, and I'm like, and you know how I know you've really made it? When you start going, hey, them Tories have got a point, you know, about taxes. You know, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yeah, because I know a couple of people who have risen up and they've gone, yo, some of these laws that have been passed, it's doing me all right with the tax, you know. I'm doing all right, you know.
Let me tell you one thing, right? I wouldn't mind if I had to pay 50% tax if I went outside, I didn't see a single leak. I didn't see a single pothole. There was no stabbings. Like, do you know what I mean? I saw youth clubs.
Actually, you know what? I might take it further than that. I think I might be willing to give away more, like even more, like a ridiculous 60%? Amount. Like, even more if you could go out and, you know, public transport was coming and it weren't too ram. You know that the streets were clean.
If you could get a doctor's appointment.
Get a doc, I feel sick. Are you free in a couple of hours? Like, if I could have that. Bro, do you know what? I'd give up a lot more, you know. I feel like we're leaning in another direction politically. Might be going too far into frigging.
But that's my point.
But you know what? That's a good point.
I think some people wouldn't mind giving, paying high taxes if you went out and then it's just like, it's safe. My buses and trains work. Like, I could get a doctor's appointment when I need it. I could get this, that, the other. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think you'd be like, do you know what? At least I could see where it's going. If the roads were clean, if they were, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not seeing, but you're walking around, you're seeing graffiti. There's like the bins are out on the flipping street by the flipping. It's long.
I'm not gonna lie, you know. London smells like piss, you know. Like, it does smell like piss. Like, generally smells like piss. A lot of European cities just smells pissy, innit?
Yeah. I think when you're looking at new cities now, I think obviously Dubai is one where like people are like, oh yeah, it's soulless, it's cultureless. Hold on. Also, everybody that calls Dubai soulless and cultureless, it's absolutely cultureless. I've never seen you at a museum, bruv. I've never seen you at the theatre. It's always people parroting what other people say, right? People that have never even been, I think it's cultureless. When was the last time you went to the theatre? I haven't seen you read a book. I haven't seen you do anything that would resemble culture, and you're out here talking about it's cultureless. Please shut up, innit?
What do you mean, bruv? Last night was a movie, and that's my culture, bruv. That's my culture, bruv. Last night was a movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ain't Got a Clue. By the way, you can catch us on Twitter, KAEKURD, and Marcus, MARCUS, Bronzy, BRONZY.
Look out for the clips on TikTok. Is that what you're going to say?
We're uploading these on TikTok, and we're going to be uploading full versions of the podcast onto my YouTube channel at the moment. So youtube.com, KAEKURD. Go check that out. And if you got anything you want to tell the listeners before we leave,
make sure if you are listening to this on the day of release, or around that time, make sure you keep your eye out for Kurd, who's doing something apps. Can I say what you're doing? Is that allowed?
No.
fuck.
Don't worry about it.
Keep an
But you
eye out
see-
on
keep it
Keiko's social
socials.
media and he'll let you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
right? I was
I'll
fucked
let you
up.
know. I'll let you know. But in the
Alright, so-
meantime, we ain't got a clue in it.
Yeah, man. Be in your ear hole soon. Big up.